Hey guys, and welcome to the new video today. In today's video I'm going to go over some new details revealed to us in the new Kirby and the Forgotten Lands trailer. So, starting off, we've had our first look at co-op in the game. Player 2 will be able to play as Bandana Waddle-Dee. I'd imagine this would work similarly to how the Red Luma worked in Super Mario Galaxy 2, as I don't think Bandana Waddle-Dee will be able to gain copy abilities needed for puzzle solving and for general combat in the game, that Kirby has. He also has his own techniques, like attacking enemies with his spear and flying over the top of them whilst raining down more spears to attack enemies from above. Secondly, we can see that the game is focused on saving / collecting Waddle-Dees, and they will work similarly to how Power Stars work in Mario or Jiggies work in Banjo. Kirby will have to save his new main companion / ally as well, who appears to be a small mouse creature called Elephant. We can also see a hub town area in the trailer, as well as we can also see you'll have to collect more and more Waddle-Dees in the game in order to progress. The town will also allow you to explore more of it and unlock new areas with the more Waddle-Dees you have. Speaking of the new hub area, so far we've been able to spot a theatre. This is most likely for watching cutscenes and videos in, and hopefully episodes of the Kirby anime as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. A calm fishing minigame to collect fish with. A hat store where, this is just pure speculation on this point, where Kirby may be able to purchase new alternate costumes for his abilities. Gacha capsules which contain little collectibles that contain mini figurines, such as Rock Kirby, the new Gorilla Boss, and the new dog type enemy. The town also contains a cafe in which you can play a cool little cooking mini game, where you can get super tomatoes, that sort of thing. There's also a post office, but it's unclear what this could be used for at this moment in time. Maybe we could be sending things to other players online, such as letters or messages, that sort of thing, as we know that the game will have some form of online play. We can also see a wise Waddle-Dee sitting on a bench in the main hub area giving out gameplay tips to the player. Finally, later in the trailer we can also see a Colosseum where we can see Kirby fighting Meta Knight, who could be a potential boss character in the game. Speaking of boss fights, as well as Meta Knight, we also know that Kirby will be facing against some new enemies, such as Tropic Woods, who's this game's incarnation of Wispy Woods, who's a fan favourite Kirby boss who appears in every single game. And we also have a new gorilla boss titled Gorimondo the Strong-Armed Beast. We've also learnt how the game will be structured. Before, we speculated that the game would be like Mario 64 or Mario Odyssey, being an open world collectathon, but we now know that the game will be more centered like Mario 3D World, with it being individual 3D platforming levels connected via a world map. Kirby will be able to access this world map from the hub area via a warp star that he takes with his new ally. As discussed earlier, you'll need to collect Waddle-Dees in order to access more areas and maybe some secrets along the way. If you're wondering what abilities Kirby has so far, then we've got the new Ranger ability where Kirby wields a gun to shoot projectiles at enemies, a Tornado ability, a bomb throwing ability, a hammer ability which is similar to King Dedede's hammer and past hammer abilities from past Kirby games, a charged explosion ability, the flame / fire Kirby ability, Ice Kirby, a new drill hat for burrowing around and under enemies, and obviously the sword ability, also from past Kirby games. Some of the new locations that Kirby will be visiting are an abandoned apocalyptic city area that we've seen throughout the first trailer, a desert area featuring destroyed buildings and sandstorms, an icy bridge which reminds me of the Golden Gate Bridge but it's just covered in ice, and there's also an icy city area as well, a carnival area with lots of different attractions, a tropical wild beach area that connects to a jungle area that most likely will be the starting area, a construction area, and some grasslands and woodlands, that sort of thing. Finally, we now know the game will release on the 25th of March this year, which is great. This is earlier than expected. Now I know everyone's wondering why this hasn't been shown in an upcoming Direct for February, why they didn't save this specifically for a Direct. Well, this is the same thing that Nintendo did for Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury last year, with it being a random trailer drop in January. We still got a February Direct in 2021, even with current world events, sort of harbouring 2020, where we had no Directs in 2020. So I'm very confident that we will get a Nintendo Direct in either February or March, which I'll have a video on that next week. For For some updates on current games and some new announcements as well, I'd imagine they'd want to lay out their 2022 and 2023 plans in an upcoming direct just for investors. So far I've been quite happy with this game. I've never been a massive fan of Kirby myself, but I love 3D platformers and I'm confident that I'm going to play and really enjoy this game. Personally, I love 3D platformers, and I think for the longest time Kirby for me it hasn't really been that interesting. I've only ever played Star Allies and the very first Kirby game, so I'm not a massive expert when it comes to Kirby games, but I do believe that Kirby does have the chance to become one of Nintendo's bigger IPs. But that's enough with me rambling. That's it for the video today, guys. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and are you excited for the new Kirby game? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.